It's literally
like
kind of get a little point.
Yeah.
Points there.
Hey,
Like that's actually cute.
it's a Zach Sang show.
Hey, how are your nails?
Actually, like really kind of gross. Actually, like a little too long. With a guy, just wondering. By the way, Heather, Dan, me, and Fifth Harmony is here.
By the way, we missed you.
I missed all of you, Allie. Good to be in your presence once again.
It's great to be back.
Allie, did you not get the dress code?
So,
You missed out on the dress code?
Okay, wait. I was the first one. Yeah, I've
Not as much as you guys.
On your pants.
Listen, our stylist is really great, okay?
Out of curiosity,
Pointing things out.
With yellow hair.
that's what he does. Out of curiosity, do we like a guy with short nails, or are we okay with like a little bit of nail, like the white?
Short.
Nothing.
Wait, you mean like
Yeah, like
just a little
I don't
bit
think
of
I
the,
look at
like
people's
friends?
nails.
yeah, like a little bit of the white
I look
thing.
at women's nails. I don't.
long. I'd be worried a bit.
Not super
Okay.
long,
Like a
but if
coke
it has
nail?
a little bit of white, that's not bad.
What?
I
Coke nail.
It's on your pinky nails long.
What does that mean?
Okay, then yeah, that's not bad.
Coke nail.
If it's as long as
That's
Allie's,
horrible.
like right.
That's how you. That's how
Okay.
I spot them now.
that one.
Nails are the hot button topic.
No, they really are.
It is a big discussion.
I think as long as there's no dirt underneath your nails, you're chilling.
But not
Okay,
super
good.
long on a guy.
Got it.
Like not
short.
this long. Like
2 weeks
Nice.
there.
Understood. Okay. We have an album coming out, guys. 2 days.
Guys.
We're performing at the VMAs this weekend.
We are.
How we
So much is
feeling?
happening.
We're
We're so excited. Honestly, I feel like it hasn't completely like processed. Yeah, like our minds are still blown.
Because this is a project unlike anything else you've ever taken on.
Right.
We can agree to that, right?
Of course.
definitely.
This is like the most iconic performance of our careers. Like this is literally just like we're just blown, mind blown.
Why do we say most iconic? Is it because this is the Fifth Harmony that you've always wanted to be?
exactly.
yeah, and from an artistic perspective, for sure. Yeah, we definitely have reached a point where we are so involved that we are proud of what we're doing, and we're really connected in a way that I don't feel we have been before. And on top of that, I think it's the VMAs. Like it's iconic. Like if you think of like all of the performances that you remember from an award show, like
It's the VMAs.
It's the Britney and Madonna. It's the
Britney
Miley,
Beyonce.
Britney with the snake. It's like like there's like
Baby
so
Beyonce
many.
with the baby
There's
bow.
so many more VMA moments that are just like insane, and it's just I don't know. It's gonna be really cool to be able to take that stage with like legends
Lamar.
like
And I
that.
think what's
Kendrick Lamar's
also
gonna be on the same
like
stage.
kind of hard to take in too is that we were talking about it earlier that there hasn't been a girl group that's performed at the VMAs in a long time.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to like show up and represent.
Oh, we're showing up.
Yes,
You-
we are gonna show up.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I know, Zach.
Like I'm getting like because it's the truth.
I know, like just that itself kind of gives me chills. I'm like, you have to remember, like you're here to represent, and that this is gonna go on forever.
And
Wow.
is there I mean, there's
No
obviously pressure there.
Oh,
Don't forget your steps.
But is there more pressure now than award show performances in the past because you are performing music that is yours? Like it's your. Not saying the other music you
baby.
released wasn't your baby. Maybe that was like your adopted kid, right?
It was like
You birthed this.
Definitely.
I hope you love your adopted
Yeah, me
kid.
too. What are you?
No, okay,
What
sorry,
are you doing?
That
What
was
are
probably
you talking about?
phrased poorly.
That was so
Super phrase poorly. It's okay.
Okay.
But I get what you mean.
This is a live show. It just goes.
We understand what you mean.
We're just
You get me. I'm so sorry if you're adopted. Your parents love you.
They do.
They
love
do,
you.
and we
They
love
do.
you too. They do.
But Zach doesn't.
The point though being,
Yeah.
this music we're much more connected to because we were able to be part of it. You know what I mean? Like the writing process, we wrote more than half the album. All of the songs that we didn't particularly write ourselves, we curated and we chose for this project, and we are so connected to everything that we're doing, like art, like from an artistic perspective as well, like visually. We have another music video coming out on Friday with our album release.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, he liked that.
that was hot.
We released
Dropped a
snippets
little,
today.
little teaser.
We have seen the snippet, and I'm still
Oh, yeah.
sweating from it.
You're sweating. We were
That's not
You're
gonna
gonna
be
be
like a second
sweating
and a half
so
of
hard
it.
by the end of that video. It's crazy.
I mean, it's beautiful looking.
Thank you.
There's also really, I mean,
Were you guys
action.
sweating filming the video?
Yes,
were
it was
sweating.
so hot in that
We didn't
club.
have any
Oh
AC.
my god.
And we
remember
got, and we got
getting
hit
there. We
with
didn't
the
have any
little
AC.
spritz
There's
bottles
no
to make it
AC.
look even more
What
sweaty.
time is it?
Yeah, we were oiled down.
Sweat.
12 p.m. and
You
it was,
need to
we were
look
already
sweaty.
sweating.
Yeah, we just
Just
arrived.
spraying you down?
Sweating.
Who's casting those dudes?
Was it?
It was
Sean.
Sean.
It's our
Sean
big
Bankhead.
choreographer, Sean
Got it.
Bankhead.
He got
Yeah.
there.
So there was no say.
were all
That's the one
beautiful.
part of the creative that you don't need to say.
We did.
We rehearsed with them.
Okay.
You'll see why.
Go-
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Can you describe the first day you go into the studio and you have creative freedom? Obviously, what that means a huge amount to you.
Honestly, I just feel like we got our power back. Or honestly, maybe
What it
it's
feels like.
Absolutely.
it's that we got
Started
our power for the first time because, being a manufactured girl group, I mean, that's just the reality of it. I think that a lot of the time people just expect us to go through the motions and do what we're told as opposed to actually having ideas and not being afraid to actually bring them to light and
Yeah.
share with people.
Yeah.
But like those are ideas that have been there all along. We knew what we wanted to write about. But I'm glad that it happened at this point in time because we are adults now. We've grown as women, not just artistically, but we've experienced so much more. And I think that you'll be able to hear that throughout the music.
Can you bring me into your writing process? Like, do you guys get inspired separately and then you guys come together? Just bring me into the loop on that.
Well,
sometimes
for
we
this,
spark each
for the
other's.
album, we were in pairs.
Okay.
So, for example, Dinah and I wrote one song together, or co-wrote with the producers and writers we collaborated with, or Normani and I, or Lauren and I.
Cool.
And we just got in the room, and we usually listen to the music, and then kind of see what we feel from it and how it speaks to us, and then we start conversating of, oh, like this is what I'm going through, or this is what this reminds me of, or I'm inspired with this track because this makes me feel this way. But it's really, really cool because we're in the room together, in pairs. We get different perspectives and different ideas.
It's nice.
And we bounce off of each other.
Yeah, and
we
I
were
think
a part. Sorry, we were a part of the writing process, but also like down to producing, which is
Down to
really
producing.
cool for us. Like saying, "Oh, I like this little sound. Can you add this here? Can you make this louder?" So it's really cool to step into an element that we've never been able to even experience before.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of creating music?
Honestly, it's just having that freedom to like step into a room and be able to write what's on the top of your mind and what you're feeling, and you're able to take it to places where where you're super vulnerable, or where you feel like partying, or you feel happy in an environment like that. But for me personally, it was kind of cool to finally embrace that because we've been on the road for a while now, and sometimes when you're like sitting in your room, you get a little bored, and my little sister and my family back at home on FaceTime, we would like kind of sing to each other through like trying to connect to each other through the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Like that was my way of writing music, was just through my family. And to finally be able for a label to finally give us this opportunity to actually step out there and to
Practice it.
practice it and to
action.
put into action. It was like I was like, finally, like
validation.
Yeah.
it was like
It's validation
Disneyland.
of,
It
like,
felt like Disneyland. Like wow, because you
Best
start off in
feeling.
your room and you're like, what happens if I can actually? What would happen if I could actually step into a room?
Yeah.
And you knew
like,
you
speak my
could.
mind? Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
all
We've
knew you
known
could.
for
It's
years.
kind of like one of those things though that when you're young and when you're starting out and somebody discourages that off the bat and is like, oh, you're probably not going to be
Then
an
you
artist.
question
You're probably
it.
not an artist.
Yeah.
That makes you doubt yourself and question yourself.
Of course.
And that affects your ability to even grow
And
in
try.
what you can do and even try. Exactly. Like I
Yeah.
personally had a lot of insecurity with that, with even trying, because I was so scared that the end product wasn't going to be good enough, because that was the whole
That was the behind your back.
mentality around it was
Yeah.
it's like it has to be good enough to be a hit or to be this or to be that, when really like when you're creating and writing, you shouldn't have to think about making a hit.
No.
A hit comes when
Exactly.
Yeah.
a hit comes when you just create it. Like it comes out of you. Like
when you're
you were
honest.
inspired by something that's relatable and connects with people.
It's also collaboration, right? So
Yes.
you guys are living life of your audience, right? You are in touch. You guys are all in your early 20s.
We are our
own
audience.
audience.
We've been
Yes.
saying that since the beginning.
We
They
literally
will.
have been saying that since the beginning.
and
I
they finally
remember.
started listening to us, so you'll see the result.
I mean, and I'm seeing it. How would you describe this new Fifth Harmony?
Honestly, just the most authentic,
Confident.
and truthful,
Edgy.
and confident because we
Mature.
believe in what we're actually singing about.
And what
It's
we're capable
totally
of.
different even stepping into the booth. Like I'm excited to go to the studio each and every day now because I'm like,
Me too.
what can I create today with my girls?
Yeah.
And
I
we
think-
challenge each other too.
And I think what's also so cool too, looking back at our our past albums, if you look at our albums, we have like so many features on them. And in this one, we literally only have a one.
Yeah.
one feature.
You guys must be happy about that.
We're so happy because it's just, it's being us. It's just us.
It's you.
I mean, it's because we wrote it and we feel like, we were like we were in mixed feelings of like, should we get another like artist to be on it? And we're like, you know what? We could do this on our own.
Yeah.
Like no need for another artist to come on. This is just us.
Yeah,
like,
it
let's
was
vibe with it.
Really cool for songs to
That's what I
just
love
sound
about it.
complete. You know what I mean? Like they didn't, because a lot of the time you hear a song and you're like, oh, this is dope, but like it would sound so dope if we added so and so to it, and it would make it like the record, And it was so cool to listen back to a lot of our songs and be like,
We don't need
this doesn't need anything.
Yeah, that was
like we're
so
vibing.
exhilarating.
Like
Nice.
this sounds dope. Like from beginning to end, I'm in it, and when it ends, I'm like, cool, it's over.
Yeah, we're just like in that space where we're just comfortable with each other. We're like we're confident
Yeah.
with writing it on our own now.
But isn't that the difference too? Like before, you guys were making hits, but now you're in a place where you can really be creating timeless records because
And that's
Love
what the
that.
point is.
That's
That's,
the
the
beauty.
point in music.
Amen.
and it's when authenticity meets
Connection.
a hit record, right? It meets the mechanics of a hit record, and that's when you get a song that lasts forever.
Amen.
Exactly. Like Michael
Yes,
Jackson.
Zach.
And
Come on.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
And Whitney Houston.
My Celine, my Whitney.
And Mariah
I mean, I'm not saying we have
Carey.
any of those kind of songs, but we might have like one or two of them. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Would we ever do
we're
a ballad?
connected. You hear the vocal performance makes you connect to the lyric. The
emotion.
lyric means something. To us individually, personally, or not personally, but it tells a story that we have experienced before. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really cool. Or to even step into another girl's world who she's the one who experienced it, but like we're writing from that perspective.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
you're all connected. You know each
Exactly.
other.
Seriously.
And that helped us a lot, I feel like, as a group, even coming into this new era for us, because it helped us really connect with each other in a way that we hadn't done before. And like really just kind of be vulnerable with each other. Because when you're making art, you have to be vulnerable. Like you have to get out of your head and not be insecure and be like, I'm gonna throw out this melody, and if it sucks, but like, hey, at least like I trust your ass, and I'm cool.
There's been so many times.
There's been so many times.
we're in the studio,
Yeah.
and we're like, wait, should I say this?
Yeah,
Just like
no.
say it. If you hate it, like,
Tell me.
Judgment-free zone,
Melody
y'all.
wise.
Judgment-free zone.
What is the biggest thing you've learned from creating this record?
Oh shoot.
that we're capable. That we're capable.
That we're
We're
empowered.
so
That we have it within ourselves, even
Hell
if
yeah.
we didn't recognize it earlier on because we weren't necessarily given the opportunity to.
Yeah.
But we know now.
What? Wow. I'm so excited for this record. I continue to have
Thank you.
goosebumps because
Us too.
I followed you all forever.
I know.
And to see you all be able to really be authentic and real with the music that you create, it's very exciting. Lauren,
for us too.
how do you document your inspirations? Like, do you have a going list? Do you do voice memos? What's your deal?
That's a really great question. Yeah, I have 1,000,001 voice memos. I have too many notes,
Same.
a bunch of journals. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it just depends on like, but that's really where I go. Like, I have this little journal that I keep in my backpack at all times just in case I have to write something down. And then I have an actual journal that I've been bringing around with me lately.
That's me too. And then I have like
Yeah.
a sketchbook that I take with me just to
Sketchbook.
like
She
keep
literally
me
has a
sane.
sketchbook.
Because I just love doodling. Like I could just doodle like little cartoon characters
the
like
best.
that.
She's really
It's just
incredible.
like I
You
just
have
get
to
into this
see
space
her.
where I just like that's like my escape. Is either
You channel it
doodling
through
or,
that.
like,
Sweet
or I
Dinah.
like note things down like that happen throughout my day. Because like for us, we're always on the go. And like
Oh.
when somebody asks me like, "Hey, how was your weekend?" and I was like,
You have to
I
really
don't
think.
remember.
Yeah.
Like it literally becomes all black.
It's a
like,
blur.
It's all. I forget everything.
Because
so
you go.
we're on the
Exactly.
go, and you just forget things that happen throughout the week. So we've learned that we always have to note things that have happened because it's something
Yeah.
you want to remember for the
So
future.
important.
And that's life in general for a lot of people, but even you guys heightened. It needs to be important for you to take moments where it's just you alone, soaking with
It's
your
so
thoughts
true.
and your experiences,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard to do sometimes because there's not a lot of time to really
Breathe.
stop and breathe and
But I
do.
feel like we've done a better job
Of being
present.
present.
We have
Sure.
for
And practice.
sure.
But that's something you learn through time, right? Like,
And experience, and
Yeah.
it's about energy and like the energy you have around you and what you're in. You know what I mean? That really has a lot to do with it.
Like
A lot to
whispering
do with
back.
it because that positivity around all the time helps us to be in a positive space to want to do even better. You know what I mean? And to get
It's
better.
totally different.
Yeah,
let's dive into this album,
let's do it.
Fifth Harmony, self-titled. August 25th, it comes out.
Yes.
He Like It Like That.
He like
He like that. He like it like that. Whoa. It's a new song.
He like that. He like that. Whose idea was it? Whose idea was it to sample Pump's and
Esther
Bumps.
Dean.
Esther Dean
And Ammo.
The
Come on.
incredible.
Ammo.
Yeah.
I freaking love Esther Dean. Oh my
She's a
gosh.
hit maker,
She's
for real.
like the way that my booty pops. Remember when she dropped that one?
That's
That's
it right
hooked on
there.
her. That's the one.
That way. I meant.
I love her. Super, huge fan of hers.
Yeah, we love her
She's
so
the one who came up with the song, and right when we heard it, we were like, "Yo, let's hop on it." Some of us were a little afraid to like take the chance on it, just because it's so different. So we're all in a place now where like this is.
It's a sexy song.
It is.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's an even sexier.
Have you heard the whole album?
No, they
No.
wouldn't let us listen to it.
So you don't really know that
You
it's
have
a
to
sexy
wait.
song yet. You're assuming.
Maybe
I heard.
off
Well,
of your 15
after
second
this.
The
clip.
video's sexy.
No, it-
I
and
heard
the title's
He Like That. I heard that
you're
song.
right.
But okay, so you guys wrote Sauced Up.
Hey! Yeah, sorry.
That was
favorite
Ali and I.
song.
I'm just gonna go through some of the titles and then
love it.
you guys give me some reaction.
Okay.
Make You Mad. What do you think of when I say that title?
I go,
Ooh, I think ooh.
All right.
Make you mad, like in
teaser.
terms of what, like think of like
like-
content wise.
Yeah, when you hear that title,
reaction.
where do you go back?
You mad.
Like, do you go back to the studio? Is there a
I
lyric that
actually
stands
do.
out?
I'm literally in the studio right now. The
Recording
exact place
it.
it was recorded. Like that's exactly where I am. I know.
We were in with Dreamlab.
With Dreamlab,
recording the
yeah.
song.
I'm literally like in that room right now.
oh, I thought, yeah, we did.
Deliver?
I thought you were talking about.
Favorite.
I love that song.
R&B vibes.
That
90s vibes.
definitely R&B vibes.
I love
Gives you
it.
some Mariah
Taylor Parks
Carey
wrote that
vibes.
song.
Yeah.
Taylor Parks wrote that one.
Well, you guys are on it. You guys have credit on that
Oh my
one.
gosh, it's the jam.
That song is the.
It's so
Yeah.
incredible. It just brings so much soul.
90s
fire.
vibe.
Yeah.
Album needed.
Makes you wanna sing.
It's incredible. I can't wait for the world to hear this one.
Lonely Night.
I love that.
It's
song.
Lauren's favorite.
It's Lauren's favorite. Me and Monty wrote
Yeah,
this.
Monty-
We did.
Monty
Monty and I
and I
wrote this
co-wrote
one.
it, yeah.
So
Yes, y'all
when
did.
you hear
So good.
Lonely Night for the first time, where does your mind go? Like, what do you think?
I was just like, I loved it because I thought it was so cool where it went, like musically speaking, like it was really cool that it transitions to like 3 different tones
Yeah.
in like 2
One song.
seconds,
It's
and
kind
you're
of like
like
3 different genres.
you're like, wait a minute, but
in
then they all
one.
like worked super well together to give you one vibe, which is the best. I love that type
I
of
think
stuff
it's
when the
also-
sound also correlates with the.
Even
lyric.
conceptually, like I'm so happy that we went with this direction. I mean, you have to hear it first.
I
Should we
know-
tell
We
him?
literally started
No.
from scratch.
No, don't
well, we
tell
won't
him?
tell you
Okay,
much.
okay.
But there was even times. It's cool because we believe in each other so much too, and it's cool to like present a product and then hear your girl deliver it, and it's just like, damn, you did that. You sang that girl.
We kind of felt like producers.
Those ad-libs, though.
How special is that?
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
Bridges.
amazing.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Your-
That's chills.
Okay, Normani's least favorite record on the album now.
No.
You said
I think
that.
that was
Is
taken out of context.
Okay.
Yes,
But-
I think that it is a necessary record for the world, especially considering what's going on with
Yes.
society and everything. So I definitely think that it is necessary. I said melodically,
Understood. Got it. Got
yes,
Yeah.
but lyrically
Yeah.
they slayed it,
it. Beautiful.
I feel you.
Who wrote Bridges?
which I told you. I told you.
It was Sebastian Cole, and then Lauren and I were in that room as well. We were
Got it.
helping.
And
We inspired the conversation.
Yes.
are there timeless records on this album? Songs that can last forever?
I feel like
I
that
believe so.
one.
Most definitely.
I believe so.
I know.
I believe, I mean, regardless of whether it is for anybody else, I know it is for me. Like,
Yeah.
I actually
That's-
really listen to these songs, and
Right?
I'm proud of us, and I'm proud
Me
of
too.
these songs. So no matter what the world thinks, like, we're proud of us.
Yeah.
Aw.
and a song like Bridges has such, I mean, I only know the real lyric, right? We build walls, not bridges.
We build bridges,
not
not
walls.
walls.
That's it. Sorry.
It's okay.
We know love can.
You haven't even heard it,
that
have you?
No, they
Yeah,
haven't
like,
played me
it's cool.
anything. So
Yeah,
I'm
that
only
sounds
going based
fair.
on what is on the internet.
That's okay.
No, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah.
I mean that it does have such a beautiful message and a very.
Wait, let's see
fun
what kind of
message.
melody you can come up with. Let's
I
see.
don't-
Yeah, how do you think it sounds?
game was
How do you
Zach.
think
Go
it
for
sounds?
it.
Zach, how do you think it sounds? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We build bridges, not walls.
Close.
pretty
Wow.
close.
Bring
Bad.
Look
people
close.
together.
Okay, you can stop now. You were on a roll.
You were great.
That was really good.
I was really going for
That was
it.
really
So
close
cute.
though,
Thank you.
melody-wise.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I mean, a song like that has power. And when you're
Yeah.
writing that song and you're in that room, do you know at that moment, like when you're creating it, that this song could have real impact?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we definitely knew.
We had chills. Like the first time we heard it, and to this day when we
it just
hear
kinda
And watching
like,
Sebastian and the way he works.
It gives you like Heal the World, Michael Jackson.
So we need
We
that.
are the
We are the
world.
world.
We are the world.
By
Sorry.
We're very out.
Artists.
We have a group of people here who are very outspoken, who understand you're woke. You know, for that cliche
woke.
millennial term, you're woke, and you have no problem saying what's on your mind, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our duty.
I mean, that, yeah.
Duty.
It's
Amen.
our duty.
He said duty.
Duty.
Girl,
It's our duty. I'm 30. I'm sorry.
I'm 30. I'm sorry.
Wait, what did she say?
I missed
Oh,
it.
no, Normani said duty.
But I laughed. I'm sorry.
Oh, duty.
Wait, I don't get it.
We're 12.
Like boo. Like
It's okay, me too. Don't worry about it.
Get it.
Me
Wait, you
too.
don't get it?
Like duty, like
like a poo poo.
Oh, okay,
let's
okay.
move forward.
We're like 12. Got that. Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay. So you've said that like you feel responsibility. You have millions of people at your fingertips. You need to say something.
I personally feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Do you-
I think
we
it's
do
just
a great job.
I think
I think we do.
it's just
for
giving them that
sure.
hope. You know, there's people out there who need that kind of record out there to make them
Absolutely.
feel like there's hope.
yeah.
There's not enough artists
Love.
for me personally that step out
and speak on
Yeah.
it.
And I agree with you, and I think a lot of people do it because it's polarizing. They're afraid to do it.
Yeah, but that kind of fear is what separates us in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like us being afraid to talk about things, us being uncomfortable talking about things that matter. Like
That make you a
that's-
little
That
uncomfortable.
make it is uncomfortable to talk about it because at the end of the day, some people are comfortable with some really crazy, you know, like not crazy even, like that's kind of an insult sometimes, like literally, but just like there's some really skewed perspectives out there right now that really need to be checked.
Yeah.
And the only way we can really check them is by talking about them. Because if we just kind of like keep sweeping it under the rug, like, oh, let's just, you know, let's just be on a good vibe right now. Like, I don't want to, it's never ever a good time to talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And you
why
can't
not
be
have the
upset because
conversation?
you didn't bring up the conversation.
Yeah.
Amen.
Oh, wow.
What are you thinking over there, Dan?
Well, what do you guys think of the picture of Donald Trump looking at the solar eclipse with no glasses on?
I mean, I think it just speaks volumes about his education.
I didn't even see
Wow.
that.
It's great. I'll show you all. It's one of my
God.
favorite
Can you, like,
moments
pull
in
it up?
presidential history.
Like, he's straight up, I mean,
Literally everyone said, "Don't look at the sun."
it's a
He's like,
meme. It's a meme. He made himself a meme again.
But he is a meme. It's,
He's a
like
straight
a
up
living meme right
And that's the, you know what, that's what's scary though.
wait.
That's the sad thing is that like us as a nation, like we're so like in meme culture and like reality show culture and like jokes all the time that we don't really like confront the fact that we're literally like on our way to fascist rule. Like, like we really gotta talk about this shit, yo.
but I think
Speaking of being woke,
the one thing that I like to just point out all the time is that the next generation, our generation and younger,
Yeah.
different set of people, and it's
Totally different
totally.
people.
But it's
The
on
internet raised us.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's on us though to educate them, and
Exactly.
and it's a responsibility even we take very seriously, and I know I take it very seriously. Being in Middle America and all throughout the country, talking to kids who might have, you know, parents who have these certain set of views,
Right.
But there's kids that don't necessarily need to feel that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they just discourage their whole lives because their parents don't get them. And it's like, you're not the crazy one.
No.
Like, you're okay. Like, go find a support group. Go find other people who think like you because we're out here.
Dude,
Yes.
they
got you.
exist.
Yes.
We exist.
What are you thinking, Dan?
I'm nothing.
I'm not thinking in.
Oh, actually, Allie, your freestyle on Lauren's Twitter last night.
Oh my
Not your best work.
That was a good.
Excuse me.
Wait, what?
Don't you
What did you
insult
say?
her.
I said
She
it wasn't
did a
her
great
best
job.
Work. I mean,
Oh, I thought you were
Let me
complimenting
just,
her.
let me just pull up
Not
on you
your
real
best
quick. Hold
work.
on.
It was
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Really
All her
cute.
other videos. Then.
I thought it was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
All I saw were bars.
My girls
She's the rapper of the group.
She's the true rapper of the
She is.
I
got you.
All I saw were bars.
All I saw
Oh, they were bars. They were bars. They were good.
How did it feel to inspire street art when you saw your eyes on the sidewalk?
Yo, that was great. Oh, well, those weren't actually my eyes.
They look like it.
They
though.
did, right?
did.
That's what I thought.
I really
so when I
thought
saw
they
them, I was
were.
like, yo, inspiring street art out here. 'cause
But you probably,
It was a joke, but-
you low key, you might have.
I might have.
Do you- I
Who knows?
mean-
Those eyebrows were pretty, like,
the eyebrows
the side, it was just, it
Were
made
defined.
sense. I just posted, like, a picture.
Those brows, though.
I saw it.
like,
I was like,
Who
wait,
is she?
that looks cool.
You guys,
Yeah, I saw, like, it was, like, on the sidewalk, it was just, like, an imprint of, like a cartoon,
It's beautiful.
like, outline of
Yeah.
eyes and eyebrows that looked like,
Were you like, is
I
that
felt,
me?
yeah,
It
I
looked
really
like
did. I
her.
looked at it, I was like,
saw it too
Lauren?
before.
you guys dictate culture, man. It's a crazy thing to like understand and accept, but it's the truth.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah. What do you think, Dan? Anything else on your mind?
Third
Dan,
time
what
in a
else?
row. I could keep coming up with questions.
Usually you have so many questions, man.
Well, is it a little annoying that Taylor Swift is dropping music on Friday too?
No.
We're excited.
Why is it annoying?
Awesome.
Well, I just feel like she may steal
I'm
some of the attention. And I don't want to hear anybody say you're putting two women against each other because that's not
But
what I'm
you
doing.
are.
How is that
I'm
putting women
sorry.
against each
Because
other?
why can't we both win?
No, you both can, but like, don't you want everyone to focus on your music and then maybe she
I
can
see
go-
where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm not. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, he's
I
not,
would do
he's
it if
not.
like if I was releasing music and Jay Z was like, "Here I am," I'd be like, "Ah, crap." Steal my
Jay-Z,
music."
upstanding
Of
man.
course.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
we're
excited
good
for
though
it.
because
Yeah,
it's a single
I think it's
versus
gonna
an
be great.
album.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You feel
true.
me?
Yeah.
So
It's
she's coming
different.
out with a single, but we're coming out with an album.
Album.
So it's a
That's
little
right.
different, different charting.
It's a little different.
You're giving
different
people
charting
more.
areas.
Yeah.
And I think
You go,
everybody's been,
Taylor, though. You do your
Yeah, you go, girl.
everybody's been waiting for both.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
no,
we're
she
good.
loves
Plus, if it can
We're on
inspire
the same
both,
page
then
here,
it's
Dan.
great.
Yeah.
We're on
I'm
the
just
same
happy that
page.
she's hosting again.
Yes, Taylor.
Perfect.
I don't want to be like invasive, but
But you're gonna be.
tell me
Exactly.
The preface, prefacing, guys.
Well,
Here we go.
where are we at with relationships? Like, do we even have time to
Oh,
foster
that-
love?
That's not hard at
We
all.
have the VMAs on Sunday.
Our relationships with the VMAs, guys. MTV
we're
right
in a
now.
relationship
Really-
career currently.
Yeah, for the last month and a half,
I
just
looked
the
up my
VMAs.
Chinese zodiac sign and it said love, no improvement.
Okay then. I'm so sorry. Way to send a message.
When did I say
that?
my Chinese zodiac sign?
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
It's great
It's
though.
just
It's,
nothing
this
like
year
that.
we're on the
Zodiac?
go.
I was gonna say,
But it's
no,
okay
she's
because
younger.
this year we're on a go and like
Yeah.
I've been so focused. Like our music's
Yeah.
coming out. We're going on tour. We're going to South America, Australia, New Zealand. There's like no time and no room to even think about that. So
What do you miss from your normal life?
I miss going to my grandma's house a lot.
I miss
I
road
really
trips too.
I miss quality time with my
road
family
trips with my
I
family.
miss.
without being rushed.
My grandma
I miss
loved-
anonymity.
That's hey, and
you
that's
go.
an important thing to have, and it's something that people take for granted.
Nobody gets it until they don't have it.
Yes.
You can't ever feel what it feels like for to not have it until you don't have it. And that's why it's such a like paradox is because like nobody gets it and then the people who do get it, it's just like it's just how it is.
Are you okay with losing that forever?
I don't have a choice at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
It's already gone.
It's gone. Well, I
Been
mean,
gone for 5 years now.
it's been gone for 5 years, and if I am to be successful in the way that I hope to be in this lifetime, then it's gone.
When we look at our lives from like maybe 50,000 feet above, do we have long-term goals? Like, give me one. Give me one for each of you guys.
So many. You want me to start?
Yeah, go.
A long-term goal, like a personal goals or group goals?
Personal.
Could I do like personal goal and group goal?
Go.
Okay. So group goals, I hope we win a Grammy.
I've said that.
Cool.
Yes.
I am putting it
Yes.
into the universe. I hope one of those songs makes people feel something enough to
Amen.
give us a Grammy for it. And then personal goals, I hope that I get to a place where I reach continue to attempt to reach my full potential creatively.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Normani, what are you thinking?
For the group, I would also say a Grammy, or maybe if we could even be like featured in a movie.
I was about to
something.
That would
Like
girl,
Fifth
that's-
Harmony meets film would be
Cool.
Crazy.
awesome. I think
I
that
would,
would.
I would die.
That'd be
We would
lit.
like.
We would all.
Remarkable.
I'm super down.
Praying,
And
guys.
Spice Girls did it. We could do
We
it.
could
Yeah,
definitely
right?
do
Yeah.
I would
that would
love
be
a Fifth
so
Harmony
It'll be
movie.
Spicy
too,
World, or
right?
it could be Harmonize Your World.
There
Harmonize.
it is.
Maybe
I like
not
this.
Spicy world.
Spicy
Harmony World. The world in harmony.
That
The World in Harmony is
Sire
good.
That's
creating
good.
That was
creating
good.
film titles.
Harmony.
No.
I have to
Like
do a
that.
high five
Good.
for that. That was good.
Mine was whack.
If you need a professional film titler, I'm right here.
Right
I
here.
like it, Dinah.
And
Personal.
personal goal.
I love you.
I just want to be able to look back in 30 years and say that I did absolutely everything that I wanted to.
Hell yeah.
30 years?
I'm saying that like when I'm older, I want to look back and
yeah,
say
yeah.
that I did absolutely everything. I don't want to have any regrets
Nice.
about
Yeah.
anything.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to be present about it, and I want to
Yeah.
be happy.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yes.
What are you thinking, Dinah?
Wow. You both took mine.
Right?
Because
we
that's
have
something.
similar
These are
goals.
conversations
Yeah.
that we do have with each other.
Yeah.
Important to
So-
have on a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later on in life, like what you said, to make sure that I live my life at that time with no regrets. I just think it's so important that you do everything that you can now, and
Keep giving.
I don't know. This is such a deep question.
It is.
We were just having such a good time and never serious.
Sorry.
Now I want to cry.
It's just
I just want to
goals.
be in like in a comfortable place where I'm happy.
That's
There you
Like that.
go.
All I want is just to
That's
be like me in my
awesome.
house, being happy, and with my family.
I
Like,
saw you go back to your couch like in your head.
She
Like I saw
literally
you
was like,
transport yourself to your house. Oh, mama.
Why does everyone? You guys always cry when you're here. I'm so sorry.
We just ask us reasonable questions about our real selves.
So sorry, guys. Yeah, hug the cat. Just hug the
because
kitty.
like when you're out on the road, like you rarely see them now.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to work so hard, like it's
FaceTimes
the
them
point
though.
where I can see them all the time and like we're all comfortable. But yeah, that's one of them. I'm so annoying.
I'm gonna give you the biggest hug right now. I'm gonna cry, and that's how you know. And this is ridiculous.
Okay, and then for the group, I love you, Allie. For the group, I just hope we all attend each other's wedding.
Wedding.
That's of course. I just want to make sure I'm a bridesmaid.
Come on now.
I throw it out there.
I love that.
That's really cute.
I love that.
That's really cute. Guys,
I'm not invited
That
to
is
y'all's wedding. I'm
so
gonna be
cute.
heated.
It's one of them.
y'all are going to be invited to my wedding.
Twitter will know about it.
The world will know. The world will
See
hear.
if Twitter's still there.
I'm just kidding.
Allie, you're only
There's probably
invited to
gonna be
my
some
wedding
other
if you
monster
bake.
by then.
Yeah.
Girl, I'll bake for you.
Okay, you have to cater. You gotta bake.
That'll be mine.
It's gonna be. I'll bake you a glitter cake.
You know I'm down
So-
with rhinestones on.
This is adorable.
Rhinestones on your
That's
cake.
amazing.
Allie, what do we got?
Edible rhinestones.
Personal,
Rhinestones.
personal and group goals.
Okay.
Pocket.
One of the personal goals. My voice just cracked. I'm cool, I swear. Would be just every like desire that's in my heart. I really want to fulfill in my lifetime. Similar to what everyone's saying, but creatively. I have so many different passions in different lanes, and I want to be able to explore every single one of them and to
Yes.
really conquer them in the right time. And then group goal, oh my gosh, like the fact that we're performing on the VMAs is
That
is a goal.
unbelievable. Like that
That's
already.
that's gonna be one of those goals. It's like,
it's like
That's on the bucket
checklist.
list.
Check it off.
I'm
Can't
kind of
believe it.
thinking like, how am I going to feel after the VMAs? Like I'm going to probably
You're gonna
be
wanna do it
really
again.
like.
I'll be sad. I'm gonna be sad.
I'm gonna be really sad. But right now we're working so hard for that, and that's like a dream. The fact that we've gone through so much and we've come so far, and we're going to be performing on the VMAs.
Huge
is like
deal.
Yeah.
massive deal.
Love. Fifth Harmony.
It seems like this album has brought you four very close together.
We were always close, and it just brought us closer.
Oh,
Hey,
let's end on that. Please.
I've had goosebumps this entire conversation. I have so much love and appreciation for you guys.
us too. Thank you guys for asking us
Yeah.
real ass questions. Like that means
Yeah.
a lot.
And supporting us.
My
Yeah.
house is your house.
That's how we roll.
Whenever.
Mi casa, su casa.
Yes.
Speaking of which, your house is nice.
Thank you.
Your house is nice.
Next, so thank you for
And a
that.
kitten pillow. which
True.
is just
Can I take the popcorn to
magical.
go?
Yes, you can. Fifth Harmony, everybody.
Thank you.